Sometimes people will do things to see just how far they can go with you. I'm Kia McClain, the poet, the healing pen coach. I work primarily with women to use the pen as a tool and a resource to heal. Because I'm an observer and I pay attention and I watch people's behavior, their language, I do all of that. For some reason, I think I should have tried to become a therapist or a psychologist or something, the way that I study people. Nonetheless, I learned a lot by doing that. One of the reasons I believe I do that is because from my childhood, I had to constantly pay attention. I had to constantly watch. And that made me a very hyper vigilant person. So I continue to observe and I continue to understand and pay attention to whether or not I'm being hyper vigilant in that moment or if I'm just observing and taking something in. Here's what I've learned about people. Sometimes people will try to conform to try to fit in. Sometimes people will try to conform to be accepted. Sometimes people will try to do things to distract you from who they really are by putting on these airs and pretending to be what they think you want them to be because they've been watching you. They've been also observing you and paying attention. And so they feel like if they do certain things or say certain things, that's going to draw you closer to them, or that's going to make you embrace them and accept them more. This is a trait that I pay attention to because a lot of times when people do this, they're not being authentic. And then I'm left to try to start scraping off that to try to figure out, well, what's going on here? What's underneath all of that? What lies beneath there? And so because I don't really know what's going to come out of the bag, a lot of times I will distance myself because I've been in that situation before with people. And a lot of times there's some underlying reason of why you're trying to attach to me, why you're trying to get close to me, what you're trying to find out or discover about me. And then there are the people who know that you know, that you're observing them and that you have this ability and, this skill and gift to see them for who they truly are. And so they'll start to ignore you, or they'll try to really mask it in such a way that it appears to other people that you're the villain, because you're the one that's not really dealing with them, while they're making all of this effort to try to be nice to you and try to talk to you and try to get close to you. It's all a ploy to try to make other people look at you the same way that they're looking at you. So I call this gift a beautiful gift and a beautiful mystery at the same time. And I say a mystery because there are times where even if I say this to somebody else, they're oftentimes like, you tripping, Kia. And I only say it to maybe one or two people, if I say it at all. And then they're like, oh, wow, that was true. Because I can not only observe, but I can feel auras. I can feel energy. I can feel what's really happening. And it's a beautiful gift because I get to protect myself and I get to trust myself. And this is a gift that I've always had, but I haven't always trusted. Okay. But again, there are people who will try to make you look like the crazy person because of the gifts that you possess. Be careful. I've journaled about this. I've processed this. I've come to become more self-aware and understand that about myself. And so it used to bother me that people would do that. Now I have comfort and joy and peace in knowing I know what I know and I get to trust myself. And that's the beauty in this. Once you start journaling some of those thoughts, those feelings, that pit of the stomach feeling. You need to be journaling all of that so that you're more aware, so that you're paying attention more, just so that you're not putting yourself in any position that's not going to be beneficial or healthy for you. So click the link in the bio to connect with me for the next journaling workshop. Peace.